Hi everybody. So I wanted to do a tutorial today on how to apply mineral makeup. I've had a few requests from people. The review I did recently was on this Pure Minerals makeup and it's really nice. I like it a lot, so I'm just going to show you how to apply it. The major complaint with mineral makeup is that it comes on very powdery, very cakey, doesn't look natural, and it looks like you have a lot of makeup on. So there are a few tricks to avoid that, and I'm going to show them to you today. You're going to get a nice flawless look, very airbrushed look. This is the finished look, and you can see it's really nice. My camera isn't very good, so it doesn't pick up the colors very well. The blush is really nice. It's just glows. It comes with the kit. But anyway, I'll get a better camera one day, and then you'll see it. So here's the tutorial, but before we started, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who's been leaving me all those wonderful messages and comments. It's just I've gotten such a nice positive response from everybody, and I'm really appreciate that a lot. So thank you guys. Keep watching and please comment. Let me know what you think. Okay, enjoy guys. The primer that I'm using is the Smashbox, there it is, Smashbox Photo Finish Light, and it's oil-free foundation primer. I find this product is very good. It comes on like cream, but once you apply it to your face, it kind of dissolves and has a matte finish, so it's like you have nothing on your face at all. What's nice about this is that it goes into, if you have scars or fine lines or wrinkles or anything like that, this goes into it and smooths it out so that you have a nice flat surface on your face to work with. Your makeup goes on nicer, your makeup lasts longer, and throughout the day it looks better. Okay, so my primer's gone on. You can see it's non-oily, there's no shine to it. It's pretty matte. It's really nice, actually. It's one of my favorite. Aside from the price, it's like $45 for 30 milliliters, which I thought was a bit much, but it's all right. Okay, so let's start with the foundation, which is the mineral foundation. I'm just going to put my hair back. Okay, so you take the foundation, the mineral foundation, you take the brush that comes with it, tip it over, take the brush, and just give it a light whirl like that. And what that does is it breaks up, because it's mineral foundation but it's been pressed, and that breaks it up and lets the foundation fall in the lid, and it's also on the brush. So now I really like light coverage. I want to look as natural as I can. I mean, if I'm going out somewhere at night to a restaurant or clubbing, of course I put on a little bit more. But since it's the daytime right now and it's summer, I'm going to go very light makeup. I'm going to start with dabbing just across the cheekbone, and just take a little bit more and dab a little bit more across on this side, down the nose, across the forehead, on the chin. Just do a little circle around my mouth like that. Okay, so I'm going to start with that. Now you want to take a kabuki brush, which I actually can't find my kabuki brush. I just moved and everything's all over the place. So instead I'm going to take this brush here. It's a very fluffy brush. It's fairly dense. It works almost like a kabuki brush, so it'll do the job just fine. And I'm just going to blend very lightly. Just go around like this and just blend in the powder that we just put on. Now I'm barely putting any pressure on my face. I'm going very lightly. And the reason for that is because I want to evenly distribute the makeup. If you press too hard, you might get streaky. You'll get too much on one end and not enough on the other. Okay, so I've put on one layer, nice thin layer. Now I'm going to go through and do some concealing. So if you have any under eye circles or blemishes or anything like that, you can cover it up now. So I'm going to take this brush here, which I originally bought as a eyeshadow brush, but it's so big it covers my entire eye. So now I just use it as a concealer brush. So I'm just going to dab it in. I'm going to go underneath my eyes. You can see I have a little bit of darkness, so I'm not going to put it all over the place. Instead, I'm just going to dab like this. Just pat it down. Then I'm going to flip my brush over to the side that doesn't have any makeup on, and I'm going to blend that in and up. Just tiny little movements like this. And what that's going to do is you'll use less makeup for one, and two, you'll blend it in nicer. And what you end up having is a little bit more natural look. So now I'm just going to apply just a tiny bit more right there, and then just try and blend that in. So there you go. You can see that that covered it up quite a bit. So now the other side, again, dab it, and then flip the brush over, and just slightly with tiny little strokes, little movements, very gentle on the skin area, move it around, and just blend it in. There we go. So that worked out pretty nice. Now I'm going to go back to my kabuki brush or my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly wash that like this so that I can blend it in a little bit better. There we go. Now, if you get redness around your nose or around your mouth, or if you get darkness, then you can go through and cover it up now, and if you have any blemishes. So I just have a little blemish right here, so I'm going to cover that up. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of foundation, and I'm just going to lightly pat. And that's it. I'm not going to rub or anything because it'll just move the makeup around. So you just pat it. Don't worry about it if it looks powdery. It'll absorb in and it'll look natural in just a minute. So now I'm going to take a little bit more makeup, tap off the excess. And for me, I get a little bit of darkness around my mouth. So I'm just going to lighten that area up a little bit. I'm just going to do this with it. Okay, and that's it for the concealer part. Now go back with the original brush, your kabuki brush or whatever, very, very lightly. Start blending in those colors. And I'm actually going to add a little bit to my nose because I tend to get shininess on my nose.